When it comes to the dash cams in our car, we're used to a camera being stuck to our windshield and wires for power and even for a rear view camera connected to it. For a lot of people, it looks unsightly or just look untidy. So Mangoal is trying to change that with their dash cams. They have these dash cams that are molded and connected to your rear view mirror in your car. So it looks like it's factory. So it comes from the manufacturer and it looks really neat. So there are no visible wires where the dash cam is connected at the front of your car, and minimal wires depending on how the rear camera is set up at the back. Let's take a look at this dash cam right now. So let's go to the unboxing. So first thing I want to show you is the box itself. Clean, and mine is for a 2021 Toyota Venza or RAV4. So that's what you see here. It tells you which one it is. And then on the back, what I like about the back here is I see all this information here, but this here is the CE compliance and the FCC compliance here. So this is European, I think it's Canada, and FCC is for the US. So this is not some company that just decided to put some dash cam in a box and just sell it. So I like that. All right, let's get to the dash cam. So let's open the box. So inside the box, you have this documentation here. We talk about problems that you might be having with the software on your phone. So you can get back to this at a later time if you're having problems. You have the dash cam itself right here. I'll look at this later on. And then you have this bag. Inside the bag, you have the trim pull tool, a 128 gig SD card. This is an adapter that will be plugged into your rear view mirror power, and then this end will be plugged into your dash cam, and then your rear view mirror will be plugged back into here to keep the power going on your rear view mirror. Here you have your rear camera. You have the option of getting a kit with the rear camera or not. I got one with the rear camera, so this is my rear camera. This is actually a 1080p camera, which is fine for the rear view. And then also you have the manual and two plastic ties. And this is a really detailed manual, so it's one of the best I've ever seen. For one of these dash cams are clearly detailed. So you should be able to get everything you need from this. Let's get to the actual front camera now. So here we have this camera. This is a 4K camera. So it has a lens cover right here now for protection. I'm not going to take it off yet. Inside, you have these clips to go back to the current. So my car is a Venza, if I never mentioned it. My car is a Toyota Venza 2021. This one, particular one will fit a RAV4 also of the same year. But if you, it don't matter what car you have, whether it be a GM, a Porsche, a BMW, a Honda, just go. I'm going to leave links to their website for this product and other products, but they have it for a wide range of cars for the OEM setup. So your car might be listed there. So I'm going to leave the links in the description below. And that link is an affiliate link. So if you make a purchase, I may make some commission from that purchase at no additional cost to you. So the camera is right here. You have this wire to connect to the rear view camera, and it's labeled, clearly labeled. Then you have this wire right here for the optional GPS. So you can actually connect a GPS to this. You can just go on Amazon and search for the ASIN and type it in, just type ASIN in Amazon, and you can get to the GPS device that they've recommended for your camera. The other thing is the power. So this is the power that you're going to be plugged into right here. On the adapter, it's going to be plugged right here to power your dash cam. Right here on the side, this is where you're going to put the SD card, which is this SD card right here that they sent you. So you don't have to buy a new one. And you have a power button right here to turn it off when it's on. And then you have a camera button to take snapshots. So if, say, something's happening in front of you, you can just reach on there, just take a quick snapshot of whatever is happening, so you can have some reference there. And then these are just vent holes right here to keep the camera cool. And here is some indicator lights as to what's happening. If you want to turn it off, you have to press and hold the power button. You turn it off. So one thing you might notice is that it doesn't have a screen or anything like that. You have to use a software to get everything you need. I don't have a problem with that because I never really use a screen on a dash cam. Because anytime I need something, I'll just take the SD card out and take it to my computer anyway. So I don't generally need a screen on it. So before I get to the car, I'm just going to install this SD card right now and push it. You should hear a click, and it's installed. And then we're going to go to the car to finish the installation. Okay, so we're now in the car, and this is a trim right here that you want to change. So this is where you're going to install the camera coming down to this area right here. So the first thing you want to do, put your finger here, and you're going to push down towards the front of the car. So push down, and it comes off. This piece here, you generally have to remove it, but mine just came off when I pushed down. So you just separate it like this. This comes off, and then you just pull on here, and the entire thing comes off, revealing all the wires right here. So now that the cover is off, the plug you're most interested in is this one right here. It fits with the adapter that Mangoal supplied. They have the same color also. So all you have to do is unplug this one, and then take your adapter and plug it in. It snaps in, and then you take this other end and plug it back into the original plug. And then this end will be the end that you plug into your Mangoal camera. So let me get that trim. All you have to do now is take the other end, grab this, and just take it and plug it right in there. So now it's plugged in right there. And if you just have the front camera, your installation is basically done. All you have to do is just tuck your wires back in. So after making the power connection, we're going to plug in the rear view camera because I have one. So plug this in. We're going to want to install this trim onto the car. So I'm going to come right here. And all you have to do is move the mirror here. Slide the clips and then slide it back. So you shake it firmly, make sure it's on firm correctly. And what you want to do now is take all these wires and tuck them in. So I'm going to put this wires up here. All the power wires, the GPS wire, I'm just going to slide it back inside because I don't have the GPS. But if you want a GPS, remember it's available on the Mangoal Amazon store or their website, and those will be linked below. And then this camera wire now, this is a rear view camera wire. I'm going to tuck it up under here because it's going to head to the back of the car. So it's just going to be tucked under the roof liner right here. So now you just take your trim piece and reinstall it also. Just push it in and it fits back in. So if you had bought the front camera, your installation would have been done. But I have the rear camera, so I'm going to continue around to get the rear camera wires all the way to the back of the car. So basically all I'm going to be doing now is just tucking the wires in, like here. Tuck it in, tuck it in. When I get to here, I'm just going to use my trim tool to just tuck it under here. Just tuck it in all the way around. And when you get to the side here, you're going to have this little weather strip in here. All you have to do is just tuck it under the weather stripping. You don't have to remove it. Just keep tucking it. And it disappears under the weather stripping. So I'm just going to continue doing that all the way to the back of the car, and I get to you at the back of the car. Okay, so I'm at the back of the car. And for this area, I have to remove the weather stripping because I want to get the wire from here and to here to get into this grommet right here. So just pull on it. Simple as just pulling on it. And get it down slightly. Then you just take your rear view camera wire, put it behind there, and then we're just going to carry it over. When we get to this guy right here, so what we're trying to do now is to get the wire from here through this rubber here into here, because we're really trying to get to an area here or over here. I think I'm going to put it right here on the side of the rear. So I'm going to remove this trim. So I'm going to use my trim puller to remove this trim. Release it right here and just pull on it. You won't break it. There's just some clips in there. So here are the clips right there. These are just the clips that you have to just pull and it gets out. And then I'm just going to fish my wire through here, back behind here, and then come out right here in this area here. So you want to pull this out. Just lift it, grab it right here and pull it out. Release this, grab it. And you want to do the same thing on this side also. Pinch it and pull. Then you want to take your wire and fish it under here. And you just need enough to get up here because the rest of the wire is going to be tucked under the roof liner here. So right here you have a little hole. In here, if you see this little hole right here, that's where I'm going to fish it through. And now that we have it through, we can literally just put this back. So you just pinch and just put it back in and ensure that it goes all the way in, because you don't want a leak in your car. And then here, you're just gonna fish it under here. So when you get it all the way through, now you wanna come here, fish it over here. So let me just fish it, pull it through. And then what you wanna do now is close just back this ear. So just pinch and check all the way around. Make sure that it's sealed again. So you don't want water inside. So check all the way around both of them. Feel around, make sure it's locked in. Okay, so what you want to do now is all this excess wire, you want to just tuck it back into the roof liner. So I'm just going to take it up. They give you more than enough wire for you to do your installation. And then I just grab the trim. I just grab my weather stripping and just reinstall it. Just push, and just push it down. So the next thing you want to do is just return this trim. So you're just going to put your wire over here and then just put the trim on. You'll feel it snap into a hole in here. So just when it snaps in, you just push. Just push like that and it snaps on. And then your wire is right here. So now you're gonna want to connect your camera. So I'm just gonna plug it in right here. It has a line right here. So it has a key right there for you to line up. And just put it in, push it all the way in, and then you can just tuck your wires behind here again. And then you want to make sure that you remove your lens cover, and then you're gonna have the lens point outside the car and connected like this. You're gonna remove this, make sure the surface is clean. So I'm gonna clean it and install the camera. I would suggest use like isopropyl alcohol and clean this area here. Then you're gonna peel this off and install the camera on the back, like so. So let me clean it up and install the software, and then we're gonna test it. So after the hardware install, this is what it looks like at the back. And I'll take you up to the front to show you what it looks like on the front. So that's what it looks like installed. You just point in front. So after finishing the hardware install, you want to go to the manual, and you're going to turn to the first page, and you want to scan this QR code right here to install the app. After you install the app, you're going to look for this Wi-Fi name right here. So it's going to be E970DP and some numbers after it, or in letters. And this is a password for the Wi-Fi. You just connect to the Wi-Fi, and then we're going to configure the software. To turn on the Wi-Fi, you need to come and press the power button right here. So press it once, and the Wi-Fi should be on. So when you press the Wi-Fi button, you should say Wi-Fi access point with the Wi-Fi and some digits behind it. Just hit that. The Wi-Fi password to connect is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit connect, and it's connected. So now you can go to the app, add camera. So now that you're connected, you'll be greeted with this page. It's showing the front camera. And then if you hit this button, you'll have the back camera right there. So this is start or pause recording. Right now it's recording. If you hit this, you'll pause the recording. You'll actually hear a prompt saying recording stopped. So I'm going to hit it. Recording stopped. And it should say recording paused up there. Hit play again. It says start recording. So you know it's recording. Plus there's a light, blue light under the camera that will also flash, tell you that it's recording. And then this, you can take a snapshot. So I can just boom, takes a snapshot and save it to the file on the SD card. You can look right here for all your videos. So you see the videos right here. So look videos. These are all the videos that's taken so far. And then the snapshots and whatever is logged if it felt an impact. And for the parking folder, it's whatever happened during parking when you had it parked. I'm going to go to snapshot. So I took a snapshot. I'm going to just use that one or this one. That's a snapshot. And then loop recording. These are all the videos it has recorded since I started on the camera. So I'll be doing a driving video. So you'll see the quality of the video as I go along. And I'm going to go back to the previous page and then go to camera settings. And here you can set up your camera. So you can turn on and off sound recording. Speaker volume, that's what you hear that lady's voice talking. You can turn that up or down. The photo resolution, you can set it up to 12 megapixels. I'm leaving at 12. Video resolution, this is saying 4K for the front camera, Full HD for the back camera, 2K for the front camera, full HD for the back camera. Both cameras are at full HD. I'm going 4K. Mangoal provided enough memory on the SD card for me to go 4K full HD. So I'm going to leave it like that. Loop recording duration. You can set it up to 3 minutes for each file. I'm going to set it, say, a minute, 2 minutes. Exposure compensation. This I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's just how the camera adjusts to the exposure. Watermark. If you want the time to be on the video. So I'm going to leave the time on it also. So I'm going to set it up and leave the time at the bottom of the video. WDR, this has something to do with high contrast ratio and how the camera adjusts to high contrast videos. So I'm leaving this on. Collision sensing, leave that at medium. This was off. I set it to medium. So it's at medium. And it's just, if it senses a collision, it will just save that video that is running. It's just going to save it and will not overwrite that video. Collision detection for parking. I don't have the parking kit. So if you want the parking kit, you can either get the OBD2 kit that plugs into the OBD2 port on your car, or you can get the hardware kit. Both are available on the Mangoal Amazon store. I'll put a link to that in the description also. Time-lapse recording. This is if you're parked and you want time-lapse for parking. Again, I won't turn that on because, again, I don't have the parking kit. You can change your Wi-Fi password and you see a firmware version. You can format your SD card and you can factory reset. So let's go back also. And back this time we're going to go further back, and then we're going to look at more right here. So more here, you can go to the app settings, change the language, so you have multiple languages on it. So you have all these languages here. These are the languages available. Date format, you can change the date format to whatever you want. It's up to you to whatever date you want on here, so you can choose it. I'm just going to say follow language. Offline map, I don't have the GPS module either, so this won't help me. You can contact Mangoal from right here. You can email them for support. If you want to send a feedback, you can send an email to them and give them a feedback. You can go to help here. And this help is that paper that was on top of the on top of the box when you just open the box. This is that paper right here for assistance. Then you go to installation tutorial. What it does, it will go to the web and load installation for different cars. So it's give you the OBD installation tutorial, the rear camera installation tutorial for different type of vehicles. All the cars that they support, you'll get an installation tutorial for all of them. So it's an impressive amount of cars they make these cameras for. So you can scroll through here and see your car. So Lexus, Porsche, Toyota. So if you look at it, see the RAV4B, RAV4C. I have a Venza. My Venza is not there though, but they have it for the Venza because of, so if you want to say go to the RAV4 Model B, you just hit it and it loads the video. And there you have a video of the installation for your car. So it's some good support. And then here you can go about the software and you can actually chat with them also. Go to their website and hit the contact us on the Mangoal website and talk with them. Here's a chat icon in the bottom here, so you can chat with them. So if you want to retrieve videos from the Dashcam, you go to camera file right here and it will open the videos. And it will open the loop videos right here. And remember, this connection is Wi-Fi, so it can be a bit slow. So it shows you the videos for the front and rear camera. So when you look at the files here, you can tell what files belong to the front camera and what file belongs to the rear camera by the F right here for front and the B here for back. So if you want a front camera footage, you hit the one with the F, select it, and then you can see the video right there. If you want to download that file, all you have to do is come to download right here and just hit download, select it, and just hit download. You'll just give it access and where you want to store it and just hit done. And it start downloading the file right here. You'll see start downloading. And you can cancel the download at any time. Now, if something's happening on the screen right here also in a video, you can do a screenshot, just hit it. It takes a screenshot of that page right there. So it's taking a screenshot right there. So you can keep that in your files, or you can delete the video using the delete button right here. So you can go through and scroll through all your videos and download any one you want to download. All right, guys. So that's it. I'm going to take a drive with the car now, and then I'll post the videos for that drive, for daytime driving, for back and front cameras. And later on, I'm going to do nighttime driving for both cameras also.